Hi, viewers and listeners. This is Bob, your real estate advisor and consultant. And I want to bring to you the real estate trends in 2022 and the opportunities for investment within Nairobi Metropolitan. And let me begin by looking at our history. We all know how COVID-19 really affected most of us. Some people lost their jobs. Some had to live on half salary. Some had to work and not be paid at all because of the real estate disruption brought about by the COVID-19. And we've also seen some of the commercial properties within the city lacking tenants. We've also seen some of the commercial properties that were being built coming to a stop, stalling, because they couldn't be able to finance themselves. And what this has done is, from what we have been able to see, we have seen so many Nairobians and so many Kenyans scaling down. Because when Nairobians lost their jobs, when Kenyans lost their jobs, some people were not able to pay rent. And we have seen many Nairobians now moving away from high-expensive spaces, high-end houses, houses that they were paying lots of rent. And number one, we have seen Kenyans and especially Nairobians now thinking about having their own affordable homes. And many Nairobians, as a result of the COVID, were now considering moving outside Nairobi, getting a piece of land just within the outskirts of Nairobi. Now, these are places where you can easily commute to CBD, do your business in Nairobi CBD, go to work in Nairobi CBD, and come back home every day. And we have seen Kenyans moving outside the city and looking for a piece of land where they can begin to build their homes to avoid a scenario that happened in 2020 as a result of the COVID, which forced many Nairobians and Kenyans not to be able to afford rent because they lost their jobs. And from our analysis as real estate consultants, what we have been able to see around, now Kenyans are moving to areas that are just outside the city, where land is still affordable, where the infrastructure is good, is okay, and houses are coming up. And one of these such areas is Nachu of Southern Bypass. And this is where we come in. As Gumbo Gardens Limited, we come in now to help Kenyans, to help Nairobians be able to find a property, be able to find a plot just at the outskirts of Nairobi, where you can easily go to work in Nairobi CBD, where you can easily go do business in Nairobi CBD and come back. And where I am now, we are in one of our properties, that is phase 2, that was completed way back in 2019. And from what we have seen in the real estate, we are now seeing Nairobians moving to these places and finding a piece of plot, either 50 by 100. And remember, these are areas with still large chunks of land. You can find 50 by 100 or more, even 1 acre, even 2 acres, even 3 acres, even 5 acres. And one of the things that we have noticed as a real estate consultants is we are now seeing Nairobians just building the lower section of their houses and moving in. Like now, this is one of our clients who has just moved in. You can see he has finished the lower part of his house. That's let's say first floor, ground floor. And he has moved in. And this client is working in Ngong Road. And I talked to him, and he told me that he'll finish the upper section later. But all that he wanted is just to move from renting. We're also seeing some Nairobians getting a piece of property and even building a mabati house and moving from renting and entering their mabati houses, yeah, to avoid the stress of paying rent, yeah, and to avoid a scenario that happened to them in 2020 during COVID when they lost their jobs. So that is also one of the trends that we are seeing in real estate, where Nairobians are just not even concerned with finishing their houses. They're just doing their houses partly, a part of it, and moving in. Yeah, and also we have seen another trend where we are also seeing companies coming in the outskirts of Nairobi. By the way, COVID taught us a lesson. You don't need to go to work in Nairobi CBD. Yeah. You don't need to go to an office in Nairobi CBD for you to be qualified to work in this city. One of the trends we have seen is we are now seeing Nairobians moving their companies in the outskirts of the city. Yeah, like now where we are off Southern Bypass at Nachu along Togoto Mtarakwa Road. One of the trends that we are seeing around is we are seeing Kenyans now moving their companies outside the city where it is affordable. They're building their offices there and they're operating from there and they're able to cut costs. Yeah, and they're still serving their clientele. They're still serving their clients. So that's also one of the trends. Another trend that we have seen in the real estate in 2022 from our analysis and from the clientele, from our database that we have dealt with, and even from the area that we're operating it now, we're also seeing Nairobians and Kenyans moving to the outskirts of the city and establishing micro industries. These are small industries. These are emerging industries. Yeah. So where we are at Nachu off Southern Bypass, this is also an area ideal for those who want to have their offices in the outskirts of Nairobi CBD. This is an area that is also ideal for those who are considering doing manufacturing, or those who are considering establishing an emerging industry, just a small-scale industry. This is the place to be. And that's where we come in as Gumbo Gardens Limited to help you shorten your journey, to help you establish these small-scale industries, to help you have your own home, to help you move your office from a high-end area and expensive areas to affordable areas. Yeah, because we all learned from the COVID-19 what it did to all of us. Yeah, and right now, the trend that we have seen, Kenyans are looking at cutting costs. Did you know that today there are Kenyans working from home? Did you know that today you can work at home? Yeah, during the COVID-19, we also saw working from home, yeah, growing to a bigger scale. And we have our clients, actually the houses that are being done with our clients, they are also including offices within their drawings. Yeah, if they're doing the architectural design, our clients are also factoring in home offices. So that one is also telling us that the future of work is working at home. Yeah, and the online industry is growing at a larger rate. Yeah, and we are now seeing Kenyans really wanting spaces, bigger spaces outside the city where they can build their homes and also build an office and be able to work from home. Yeah. One of the trends that we have also seen is from COVID-19, we've seen the prices of building materials shoot and rise. Yeah. Today, the prices of building materials is very expensive. Yeah. And the land prices have also increased. Yeah. And therefore, as Gumbo Gardens Limited, we really encourage those who want to move from renting to consider moving now when the prices are still affordable, and to consider moving to areas just outside the city where they can still find affordable properties. Yeah. And as Gumbo Gardens, we have 2 projects to help you achieve this dream of moving and building your own home. We have Prime Gardens. Yeah, Prime Gardens is just touching the proposed Nachu Road tarmac. Yeah, and Prime Gardens is going for 900 Kenya shillings only. Prime Gardens is going for 900 Kenya shillings only. And remember, this is an offer that we have before tarmacking. Yeah, this is the price before tarmacking. After tarmacking, the price will shoot to 2 million and it will be very expensive. Yeah, so we want you to save the 1.1 million on top after tamaking. Yeah, so if you come today before tamaking, we will allow you to own a piece of prime gardens at 900,000. Then number 2, we have hillside gardens, and hillside gardens is just going for 750,000. Remember, this is also an offer before tamaking. If you come now before tamaking, you will bite a piece of hillside gardens just for 750,000 shillings only. But after tamaking, the price will shoot to 2 million, and it will be very expensive for you. So we want you to save, to cut cost, so that you're able to come now and get a piece of this property before tamaking begins. Na kwa hivyo Wakenya na Nairobians, ningependa kuwahimiza ya kwamba this is the time to buy and build. Those who wait to buy will buy expensive, but those who take action now will buy at an affordable price. And therefore, just if you're interested, you want to know where this prime gardens is, where hillside gardens is, please just call, SMS me, WhatsApp me on the numbers just on the screen, 0706 359 585. Just call, SMS, WhatsApp me on the numbers right now here on the screen.